First of all, I apologize that I was not with you for a few moments, and not few moments, at least few days, many days, because I was busy with my new center, and it's been in the finalization and final state, which will initiate and start from August onwards. I'll declare the date. We'll also share the pics and various things. One of my friends, Saurabh, I do really apologize with you also because you're a regular viewer. You see a lot of things. And today, what I want to say that we teachers usually say that students should at least practice. Why we say that the student should practice? That's a big thing. Why we say? Let me take you an example with one of the Hindu mythological, that's with Lord Shiva and Lord Indra. Lord Indra is known as the god of rainfall, or we can say pleasant season, flourishing life. And Mahadev, that means Lord Shiva, is known as out of three major gods, that's the main god, which is known as also Parbrahma. How I am going to relate this? By making you understand that the practice should be important, and even gods also do practice. One day, Lord Shiva was sitting with his wife, that is Parvati ji. Parvati ji usually like very much the sound of damru. The damru is a sound which is it's a kind of instrument which is used by Lord Shiva while he used to be very happy, or he used to dance on Tandav. Tandav is a very famous dance of Lord Shiva. So he used to play that damru, and the sound of damru was really pleasant, and Parvati ji always liked the sound what her husband, actually Lord Shiva, usually plays. So but what happens whenever he plays the sound, the entire world, the entire land, continents, they got start destructing. So one day Lord Indra arrived at Kailash Parvat, where the residence of Lord Shiva is, and he politely actually requested, please stop playing this damru, Lord Shiva, because whenever you play, everything gets destructed. Lord Shiva also thought that's not good thing, because if destruction is going on, how could we flourish people? How could we help the humanity? So he stopped playing it. And even Lord Indra also promised that I will also stop raining in this world, because I don't want to also destruct, because rain sometimes create floods. Both of them stopped doing their jobs. After many years, one day Lord Shiva went to earth, and he took a kind of disguise way of kind of you must say like a holy man. And he saw one of the farmer was working in the field. He asked the farmer, since 100 years there is no rain, why you are working in this field? You know what farmer said? Farmer said, if I'm not going to work in this field, if I'm not going to use the plow and my bulls, I would forget farming. This actually realized Lord Shiva that if he is going to not use damru, he would also just forget how to play it. He went to Indra. He told all the sequence. Indra also realized if he is not going to reign on this earth, how could the life will flourish? This example tells us even God also do regular practice, because if we don't practice, how could we achieve? Nowadays you children are not practicing. You're taking books very lightly. You just go on and purchase the notes. You think that purchasing notes or just going through with the notes will help you in your studies. No dear. The first thing every teacher, every student should do is to take their textbooks. First read the textbooks. First read every corner of the textbook. When you're perfect with that textbook, go with other reference books. Notes and other things are reference books. They are not the major books. Your major book is only your textbook. So This is an example, and I'm very disappointed with the students how they argue whenever we tell them to go and read their books. Even they don't bring their books with them. And the main reason is the parents doesn't monitor. When we used to be kid, our parents used to monitor us, make us remember, have you taken all the books, have you taken your compass box, have you taken your geometry box, have you taken your tiffin, have you taken your bottle? Nowadays parents don't bother about it. What kind of parents you are? Just merely giving a birth to a child, that doesn't mean that you are just flourishing that person. Just giving the 2 times of bread and butter and some clothes, you can't say you are a parent. I'm sorry to say, but if you are a parent, you should behave like a parent. You should always keep your child a track, what your child is doing, where he is going, at what time he or she is returning at the home. Too much of mobile, too much of Netflix. I'm not against Netflix, I'm a great fan of Netflix, no doubt, but I see only when I am free. I don't see those things when I'm on work. I see in the evening when I come after dinner, I see some movie or some kind of web series. That is okay. First point is that you have to work. Children are not working. I'm sorry to say, children, if you are going in this way, you will attain a degree, but you will not attain a knowledge. Knowledge is attained only when you practice it. With this thought, I would say, it's still time. Either you work, either you will be responsible for your own destruction. Then don't blame God, nor your destiny, nor your parents. And parents are also responsible for the same for their children if they don't take the steps correctly. So rectify yourself. That's my suggestion. Rest your wish. Goodbye.